There are a number of people out there that have the same interest as you. So when you talk about it, you're attracting those people who have the same interest with you, and they will find you. It might take some time. The right people, which in marketing we call your right fit client or audience, will find you, because now you're talking about what they're interested in, and they see you as a go-to person to get idea about that aspect of interest. And that literally places you as an authority, and it gives you credibility, and most importantly, it makes people trust you. So something happened recently. A couple of days ago, I upped on my social media, precisely LinkedIn, right, to just see what's going there, because I don't manage my social media. My team manage my social media account. Yes, I go in there and then see what's happening and so on. And I saw this DM from this guy. When I scroll through the history of the DM, of the message he has been sending, it seemed like he has been reaching me for quite some time, and I decided to respond. So he said that before I responded, he dropped a link that he's building a product and he would like me to review it. Now, he explained that he saw my video on YouTube that I created, and then I was talking about bootstrapping. I was talking about self-funding. Now, first of all, I am very passionate about bootstrapping. I mean, I run a private equity company, and we are 100% bootstrapping, which simply means that we're not taking on venture capital funds, angel investors funding, loan, or what any sort of external funding. We're literally self-funding our business, which means we are using revenue generated funds to run our private equity company, which basically is we are acquiring early stage startup businesses, growing, managing the businesses, and then exiting the business, aka sales. And then I talk about this because this is what I'm very passionate about. I'm passionate about entrepreneurship, business growth and scaling, and then I'm passionate about bootstrapping. I mean, I am of the opinion that startup entrepreneurs to be precise, do not need to raise fund, at least in their ideation, launching, and growing phase. So there are basically 4 phases of business development, right? There is the ideation stage, there is the launching stage, there is the growing stage, and then there is the scaling stage, right? So my concept, based on my experience, I mean, I've been in entrepreneurship for like 14, 16 years now. I will confidently say that every startup entrepreneur do not need to raise funds if you are in either the ideation stage, launching, or growing stage of your business development, because funding might literally be the reason why you're failing, why your startup might fail. I'm not against funding. I mean, I'm just saying that if you want to seek funding, seek funding to scale. Don't seek funding to fund your idea. Don't seek funding to launch, or seek funding to grow, because these first 3 stages are stages of testing. You are not perfect. You have not confirmed. You've not have a complete system that has been tested and proven and has become a default setting to scale your business. Why raise money and put money into what you're testing? Anyway, I digress. So back to what I'm saying. So I talk about this a lot because this is what I'm passionate about, right? And this guy said he saw one of my videos. I can't exactly remember the video right now. And then he dropped a comment. And so usually when my team posts my videos, they usually put my contact, my social media links, right, in the description of the video. So he followed the LinkedIn contact list or link, right? And then sent me a DM, and he said he has been reaching me for quite some time, and he wants me to review his product, which is fantastic. So I looked at it, clicked on the link, reviewed. I mean, this guy is building an amazing product, right? It's an AI product for the career industry, right? For both the hiring managers and job seekers. Fantastic product, by the way. I reviewed it, and then I went back into the DM, and so part of what he said in the DM was that he would like me to review it, and then he would like to have a meeting with me for me to give him my feedback, my review, and also give him some advice. I was like, okay, cool, why not? Sure. So I told my team, schedule a meeting with this guy. Let me, get to speak with him, give him my review, and also see his vision about what he's building, because he's building an amazing product. So my team organized the meeting. We had a call. I mean, it was amazing because at the end of the day, I gave him my reviews, gave him some strategies inside as well. which literally it's more like a gold mine. And then I just asked them a question like, are you open to having your product acquired? It was like, yes, it's actually part of the reason he wanted to speak with me, that he's open to having the product acquired or funded. I'm like, okay, so this is what's going to happen. He doesn't know we run a private equity company. He doesn't know, right? Or maybe he knows, I'm not sure, right? But on the front end, people don't know we run a private equity company, except I talk about it because what people know is, oh, we do digital marketing, sales, we do coaching, mentorship, portfolio management, and all of that. You won't like really on the front end see anything about our acquisition or our private equity operations and all of that. That literally runs at the back end. Anyway, I asked them, I was like, okay, you know what? Send in your expression of interest for acquisition of your product. So he did send it in, and then the team that are in charge within our structure of acquisition and all of that reviewed his expression of interest for acquisition, reviewed the product, did all their investigation and everything, and then sent me a report, right? And I got the report. I read through the report, and the conclusion of the report from the team was like, this is a potential good mine, and we can acquire this business. So now, almost at the same time, while I was reviewing the report, right? This was, I mean, couple of days after, between when I had a call with him and when I got feedback from my team reviewing the report. And at the same time, when I was reviewing the report, he sent an email, like he's just checking in to follow up. He would really like us to acquire his business XYZ. I'm like, oh my God. So now, but the point here is this: if I wasn't posting content and talking about what I am passionate about, what I like, he probably wouldn't find me. I wasn't selling anything. And you don't have to have anything to sell. Just talk about what you're passionate about. Talk about what you like. And somewhere in the world would come across your content someday and will be like, you know what? I want this guy to come speak at our event. Or they'll probably get into your DM like, can you write a book about what you talked about and we will publish it for you? I mean, you could just get an offer. The offer can be anything. A couple of years ago, I came across a video. A guy was speaking on stage, I think somewhere in the United States or so. He was speaking on stage and then he said something. He said he got the invitation to come speak on stage, on this stage where he's standing or to speak, from the organization because someone in the organization came across his content on YouTube, and it was based on that YouTube content that he was invited as a keynote speaker to come give the presentation that he's giving right now. To me, that is the power of content creation. So content creation doesn't have to be content marketing. Just talk about what you're passionate about, what you like. Is like what I'm doing right now. This is me sitting down, reviewing some tasks, some things I need to do. Some of it is relating to content, and then I just got the idea of, wow, the power of creating content, right? I was like, you know what? Instead of just talking about it, let me turn on the camera. So as I'm talking to you about it, I just turn on the camera, pick up my phone, I'm recording, and it becomes a content for me that I can post on social media, right? And that's it. It's just like your everyday life. Turn on the camera on your everyday life, sharing about what you're passionate about, because the fact is, you're definitely talking about something that you're passionate about in your life. Turn on the camera. As long as it's an interest to you, I bet you there are a number of people out there that have the same interest as you. So when you talk about it, you're literally attracting those people who have the same interest with you, and they will find you. It might take some time. Yes, the algorithm might, will keep on pushing the content out until the right people, which in marketing we call your right phase client or audience, will find you, because now you're talking about what they're interested in and they see you as a go-to person to get idea about that aspect of interest or that niche. And that literally places you as an authority, and it gives you credibility, and most importantly, it makes people trust you. And it's simple. You don't have to pay anybody to do this. Literally pick up your phone, say whatever you have to say, right? Whether you're saying it rightly or not, just create the content. Now the challenge is people try to be perfect. You want to create a perfect, well-organized content. I'm sorry, there is no perfection anywhere. You can only get better. Okay, this word, practice makes what? Perfect? No, practice makes mastery. You can't be perfect. You can only master the craft. And the only way you can master the craft is by doing it over and over again. So if you're waiting to be perfect before you get started, I'm sorry, you're never going to be perfect. That's number one. And even if you want to master it, you're never going to master it without taking the first, second, third step, and you keep going. For every content you create, you keep getting better. You watch it, you review it, and like, okay, where did I get it right? Where did I get it wrong? How can I make this better? And that's how you grow. That's how you become a master of your craft. So don't, as a matter of fact, okay, now the fact is the content that are well organized, you want to make sure that everything is right. They usually don't go viral. It is the one that you do not prepare for, that you just pick up your camera and record. Those are the ones that most of the time eventually or potentially will go viral. So just pick up your phone and record. Oh, what will people say? What will my family say? What will my friends say? What would they say if you stay broke? The reality is, whether you like it or not, people are going to talk about you. It's the fact. People will talk about you, right? Whether you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong, people will talk about you. So if you're concerned about what people are going to say, then you're not ready. Because either ways, people will talk about you. As a matter of fact, if people are not talking about you, then there's a problem. There's a problem. You need to check yourself. So pick up your phone, get started. Because content creation is a digital asset. It's an asset that you are investing on that will pay you in time to come. It could be in another 2 months' time. It could be in 5 years' time. It could be in 6 years' time. It could be in 10 years' time. But certainly it will pay you as long as you stay consistent with it. It's not about just doing it once. You have to stay consistent with it. And that is where people have challenge. Being consistent, being frequent and consistent, right? Anyway, I want to mention a call to action. Honestly, I did not plan to mention any call to action in this video. I just wanted to just talk to you, right? But if you're watching this and you would like to learn how to create content, and not just create, but how to stay frequent and consistent, because you only get result when it comes to content creation when you're frequent and consistent. It doesn't matter what niche you choose to talk about, what's interesting to you that you want to talk about based on your passion or whatever it is. It doesn't matter if you have a good camera or a good background. No. What is most important is the message, what you're saying, right? And then staying consistent. So if you want to be able to speak, create content, stay consistent and be frequent, and then most importantly, monetize it, you probably want to join our 3-day free live section, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So there's going to be a link somewhere below, right? Or you can go to growhighuniversity.com/monetize, or there will be a link under the description of this video or in the bio somewhere. Anyway, or you can just drop a comment, right, or send me a DM, and you get a link to register, right? It's free. Some of these things are things we deep dive, talk about, and all of that. So I share this with you. I hope it makes sense. If it makes sense, you can like, share, and drop your comment or even a question. That would be amazing. I love questions, by the way, right? So yeah, have an amazing day. Cheers.